Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
Scottish maid, talkative and sympathetic. What about you?
Could you help me?
Please, don't get angry, sir. But I know nothing about this, I swear to you.
Gilas, thank you for gifting a sub to Craigus. Welcome. Gossip can help you investigate a case or even discover a new one, so don't hesitate to eavesdrop on people. When you see an ear icon, hold left click and try to filter out the
Lady
important
Craven
words.
is not who she seems. Remember?
What actions by Lady Craven arouse suspicion in the maids? Prices rising again. Keep. Discard. Son's bad acquaintances. Whose son? Whose son? Bad acquaintances. Oh god, I've got a time limit. I didn't realise. I did not realise.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember?
Okay, let's try again. Prices rising, don't care. Lots of guests this summer, don't care. Made her husband drunk. Yeah. The chef steals the food. No. Son's bad acquaintances. Yeah, I don't know. Cannot use a fishing knife. I don't know.
Lady Craven.
Which ones do you
is not
reckon?
Who she seems. Remember her behavior?
Let's see. Made her husband drunk. Yeah. Prices. Lots of guests. Cannot use a fishing knife. Son's bad acquaintances. Chef steals food. Was on the lookout. No. Messed up again. Have they mentioned
Lady
the son?
Craven is not who she
I've
seems.
not heard a son
Remember her
mentioned.
behavior in the hall?
Chef steals food. Price is rising again. Made her husband drunk. Was on the lookout. Lots of guests this summer. Right, that's all of them. I've seen all of them because I declined every one.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember?
Son's bad acquaintances. Price is rising again. Lots of guests. Chef steals the food. Right, so lots of guests. Lots of guests, I think, is one of them. Now we just got to figure out the other one.
Lady Craven?
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just walking past. Please repeat your conversation. Lots of guests. Price is rising again. I don't know about that one. Was on the lookout. Son's bad acquaintances. Chef steals the food. It's not that. Which is the other one, I wonder?
Lady Craven is...
Son's bad acquaintances, not that. Price is rising again. Lots of guests. Chef steals the food, I think. Was on the lookout. No. So chef and lots of guests are definitely right, but I don't know how many we need.
Lady Craven is not...
What? I got
I'm
3.
guessing you didn't get what you were after. It happens. I always wanted
Lady
a pet
Craven
cat.
is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
I got 3 of them. How many do we need? When it being crossed out means incorrect, I think so. I think when it puts the squiggly thing, I think that's correct. So that I think is correct. I don't know. Don't know about that. So that circles it. Actually, no, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe the circle means it's correct. Right, okay.
Lady Craven is
Literally
not
doesn't
who
tell
she
you how to
seems.
do this at all, does it? Okay, so price is rising again. Don't care. Don't care. Have that. No. Can't use a fishing knife. Knife, lookouts. What else was there?
Lady Craven is...
No. Knife, lookouts, husband. We're getting there. It's a bit dumb, but we're getting
Lady Craven?
there. Is that one? No. Damn it. Gossip regarding Lady Craven. I overheard 2 staff members talking about Lady Craven. Well, I overheard them about 14 times. They gossip that the woman may not be the wife of Lord Craven, but they by their observation, she was on the lookout during the evening while trying to get Lord Craven drunk. They also noticed that the lady was unsure how to properly use a fishing knife. Well, because he's like a naval commander, she's supposed to use a fishing knife. Is that what we're saying? Sam Davis, thank you for 17. New entry in a journal, gossip regarding Lady Craven. I overheard 2 staff members like John's diary. Do you know what? I don't care if we annoy John anymore. He's actually annoying. Ripped up parchment. Smashed one on the floor. There's a knife. Uh-oh.
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please, help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You were the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or 2 before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must
What's
help
that
me.
spelling?
Let me see what I can find.
What was that word jail then? Did you
yourself
see
a
that?
murder mystery, Sherlock.
G-A-O-L?
Why am I not surprised?
Lord Craven's explanation. Tell me you found Miss Emma dead shortly after coming upstairs. He's very afraid of being accused. He's asked me to find the real murderer. He claimed he spent some time in the bar before coming upstairs. Well, we should be able to corroborate that story downstairs, shouldn't we? Someone at the bar must have seen him, yeah. Lord Craven also told me that Luca Gagliacci has been locked in the room next to his and the key from it is now at reception. The body is still warm. Which, like, if Galeacci is in the room next door, is it not feasible that he came in through the side door and killed her and then went back again? That's what I'm thinking.
This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted.
Indeed. It's been strangled.
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises.
Two of three. Where's the third one then?
Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
Yeah. The dodgy medium.
Aha. A neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of this?
Hello, seen that somewhere before. Nuki World, thank you for 4 months. Not with a candlestick, no.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar. Several £1,000s, that's quite a fortune. Virtus audacta sapit, courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
Courage tastes bold, aren't it?
Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past and poor taste.
A remarkably simple lock.
Yeah, easy to get through. A remarkably easy lock to come through if you want to kill somebody.
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Found this ring with a moth design against the hidden jewels. It's made of copper and looks old. It does not fit with the other jewels there. On a pile of money and a family ring in a secret stash. Door between the rooms has a cheap lock. Yes, it does. Can we not go through that? Lord Craven, who's this from? You promised me compensation for your gross misconduct in order to cover the cost of my treatment and quell the scandal. Yeah, I have not received a penny. You know that I lost my job after my false accusations. Now, even after my innocence has been proven, I can't return to work because of my hand injury. If you continue to ignore me, I shall be forced to appeal to the court. Who wrote this? Who's got a hand injury that wrote this? Dear sir, I have to inform you that the theft investigation continues. However, the ring has not yet been found. That was the ring with the moth on it, maybe. We had to free Elo Dupont, the servant, as we're unable to find any evidence of his participation in the crime. We will inform you of any progress in the case. Lieutenant Gavreux, Marseille Police Commissariat. That's interesting. I reckon that's the ring with the moth on it. Wait a minute, that's the symbol for go and chat with somebody, isn't it? As is that one. That one's pin it, I think it is. We pin that. Pin it, and what was that symbol for? Discuss it with somebody. That was go and search somewhere. which we've done. I'm trying to think of the talk to a key person, inquire with people around you, search for location.
Someone was not happy with his post.
So we can't go in there yet, for some reason. Use up to quickly pin evidence without going to your casebook. Cycle left and right through the clues. Can you pin more than one thing? You can only pin one thing at a time. Really? Okay, so we have to pin that because that's his explanation. So we need to chat to people and find somebody that said he was here. So we'll chat with the barman because he's useless.
Sorry. Maybe a guest noticed him.
Will you stop looking behind you and pointing when I talk to you? Excuse me.
May I ask for your assistance?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
I found a witness who advises that Lord Craven spent only a short time in the bar after he left the seance room. I feel like we've done that, haven't we? We've done that searching. Find a pile of money. That is the chat symbol. Talk to a key person. So who would know? Who would know about the hidden jewels? And who would know about the ring? We need to talk to somebody about Lord Craven's explanation. Talk to a key witness.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Let's keep it all vague. Do you know anything about this? I've never heard of that. Let's go and talk to Craven again. Lord Craven's explanation. Provide evidence. I found a witness who advised me that Lord Craven has spent a short time, so we'll select
Stop wasting time. The murderer is getting away.
By what? Oh, do I just have to come to him with all the evidence
I am
later?
needed elsewhere.
Right. So we can't corroborate his story. We have to
So young and so dead. Another mystery to investigate, my friend.
Holy moly. Lord Craven spent time at the bar. Right, the lock can be picked easily. And Emma was strangled. No. Lord Craven was in the room with Emma and Emma was strangled. No. Compensation for abuse? No. Seance theft. Compensation for abuse. No. I take it when it goes red, it means it doesn't match. Moth pin. Ah, that's a good call, actually, dude. Yeah, the moth pin might actually have something to do with the lock. Maybe the moth ring and the moth pin. There we go. So the moth ring and the moth pin go together. Luke and Emma could have met before. Luke and Emma could both have jewelry that came from the same moth design. Could there be something in common? And there was that letter that said, we can do this or something. So I reckon that was Luke and Emma. What else could we perhaps match? Lord Craven was in the room with Emma, and the diamond was beside Emma. No, they're not related. The thief framed the servants. The thief that had stolen from Lord Craven on his trip was setting up the servants to cover their tracks. How does Lord Craven spending time at the bar connect with something? In the room in his depicts. I think I not do that one. No. Trucker J, how you doing? This is like a reason for the theft, but not necessarily for the murder of Emma. The question is, why was Emma murdered? Is it because she stole the diamond, or is it because the thief wanted the whole thing for him or herself? You know what I mean? Like, does the diamond was stolen by somebody, and then Emma dies. Like, why does Emma die, but she has the diamond next to her? That's a bit weird. SND, thank you, 41. The thief framed the servants. Why does it highlight those in red? Because we've already eliminated those two. Is that basically telling me I've already done that combination? What do you think, guys? Is there any connections here we can do? Try Emma was strangled and the diamond was beside Emma. I might have done that one. No, we didn't. Emma was strangled and the diamond was beside her. No. I don't know if there's a limit to the number of attempts. Who knows? Lord Craven spent time at the bar. What does that link with? He spent time at the bar. But he went to the bar because he hadn't been there for an hour. I kind of get that. He's an alcoholic. Well, we don't necessarily have all the clues, no. But we can... I would have thought some of these would pair up. Why does Lord Craven spending time at the bar pair up with the fact that he was in the room with Emma? Lord Craven had time to kill Emma. Lord Craven had enough time to kill Emma before I arrived. Initiate voting. A window of opportunity. The murderer had time to kill Emma while Lord Craven was drinking downstairs. Personally, I don't feel like Craven killed her, because he has a tendency to punch them and hit them with his walking stick, whereas this was pure strangulation. And I think when he went downstairs, the murderer killed Emma. That's what I think. But you guys can vote. if you want. Initiate voting. I personally would go with this. I think the murderer did it when he went downstairs. The question then is, how did the murderer know he'd gone downstairs? But there you go. You guys vote on it if you can. You can set it now and change it later. The other train of thought is he murdered her and then went downstairs for a drink to try and show that he wasn't there. Who knows? Okay, why is that red? Oh, it's just that. That's got a slash through it, which means we could change that. That's a fact we've established, and then that's like an opinion, I think. Compensation for the abuse, the dam was beside Emma. Silence theft. The murderer left the diamond. Whoever killed Emma left the diamond beside her. Why? Or Lord Craven caught Emma with the stone. Lord Craven returned to the room just as Emma was hiding the diamond and caught her off guard. Ooh, that's tricky. I mean, that is we need to understand the motive. The motive will tell us everything. Like, it's feasible that Lord Craven caught her with the diamond and then just freaked out and strangled her. But then that contradicts what we've done over here, where he'd gone downstairs. And then the murder happened. So if you believe that, you have to switch that one. Whoever killed Emma left the diamond. That's more of an interesting story, because, like, if you killed Emma, why would you then leave the diamond next to her? What was your motivation? It's a weird one. Exactly. So anyway, you guys have a vote on that. That's I don't know. That's interesting, that one. Set Craven up for the murder. Yeah, I mean, that's a feasible thing. Kill Emma, leave the diamond. Oh, look, it was a Craven all along, right? And in which case, that would be a revenge because the abuse that he's dished out against. So it was while Craven went downstairs, they killed Emma and left the diamond to try and set him up to frame him. It's plausible. Emma was strangled. Compensation for abuse. If you believe Lord Craven had to pay for compensation for beating the servants, which means the thief framed the servants. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah. He punched the medium, and then they got sick of it. Lord Craven is an unstable man who cannot manage his anger. Okay, so that's just a fact. Michael Bond, thank you for 18 months. What's the note found in the room about? The note was in the next room, I think, wasn't it? The lock can be easily picked. Emma was strangled. Doesn't match that. The thief framed the servants, and the lock can be easily picked. No. Okay, I was kind of thinking that might match. By that. No. Okay, so we don't have enough clues for that one yet. Okay, we don't have enough clues now. We have to get more clues. Okay, so who do we go talking to? This is a talk to a key person. So we need to talk to a key person about Lord Craven's explanation and about the hidden jewel and the ring moth design. And then that one's saying we have to go and search Emma's body, but I've kind of already done that. I think if we click on this, it says we've done all of them. Yeah, 3 of 3. Who's the key person we need to talk to, I wonder? We can't talk to the medium. If the medium's next door... I think the medium's meant to be in here, but we can't get in there. Maybe we can try ask for 225 key.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the séance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven. We do not want to see our reputation damaged further.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nasty surprise awaits upstairs.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling.
Thank you, 56 months, Christoph.
Someone is making the most of his stay.
Can you blame the man? I'd say he's not ordering enough.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
You what? Prestidigitation.
Or weapons and defences against visitors from the great beyond.
I want to know how he got in there before me when I had the key. I find that a bit weird. Dear Luca, from Countess Lamore. Dear Luca, I hope you have time to visit our estate and perform another seance. Since I was able to speak to my husband through you, I feel that my life has changed completely. I cannot wait until I can speak to him again. I'm anxious for your visit. Okay.
A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time there's enough for analysis.
Oh, chemical analysis time. Some clues can be examined with chemical analysis. Open your casebook and highlight the evidence marked with the flask icon. Press E to start your analysis. Oh, let's do it. Now we put this on difficult. Chemical analysis. There we go. Let's do some science. Woo! No idea what we're doing. H for help. Chemical analysis. Create the target formula on the right. Drag out 2 reagents. Okay. Link the reagents to an operation. Combine so the result matches the target formula. Link your result to the target formula. Okay. Sounds easy, right? Right, so what are we trying? We're trying to get 4 red things, 3 triangles, and 4 blue things. So that would give us 3 red things. That takes away 2 red things. Okay, I see. Looks like we're going to have to use maths. Right, so if we want 3 triangles... The triangles is key because there's a 2, -5, and -2, or 1. So there's potentially that and that. How many can you put together? Is it just 3? So then we just need... There's a 4 blue there. Yeah, so how does this work? We put that in there, do we? Like that? We put that in there? Like, how many can we have? Link. Left click to delete, right click to unlink. What is going on? What's going on? A different option at the top. Oh god. What does that do? That mixes 2 things together. That swaps things, a plus and a minus, and that one combines them. Okay. Thank you for 56 months, Christoph. So if you take one of those, you take 3 red things, and then you put it with one of those things, and you say, add them together. There you go. Yeah, you see. So if you do that, 3 plus 3 and 4 ends up with 4. No, that's on the input. Oh, I see. How do we unlink that? Unlink it to that. Okay, reset. Yeah. So what it's saying is, if you do this, you need 2 inputs, and then it'll combine into something, right? So if you do that, that's 1 input, and then you combine it with that, that's another input. How do you... That'll give us a 3-4, yeah? Which is 3 red and 4 blue. So then we're just missing 3 green and a red. But what do these do? That's the question. I don't know what this does, and I don't know what this does. That's got... Wait, does that... So if you do that, what do you get? Oh, it increases it by 1. So -5 becomes a -4. I see. Interesting. So what does that one do? If that starts on a 2, that comes out as a -2. Ah, that inverts it. So that basically multiplies by -1. That's what that does. Yeah, it just flips the positive negative. So if it's a negative, you want a positive, you just put it through that. Okay. So with that information, now we've got a vague idea about what's going on. We could start with a 3 and a 4. Okay. So we've got a 3 and a 4 there. We just need to add 3 triangles and 1 red is what we need to do. How do we add 3 triangles? There's a 2 triangle here. Yeah, but you're limited to operations if you look. Add 3 triangles. So that's got 4 triangles. Add a magnified 2 triangles. What do you mean magnified? So you could bring that in and invert it. So you end up with a -3 and a +2. So if you then combine those two, you end up with a 3 red and a 2 1 blue. Oh my god. Just what we need, yeah. Exactly. That boosts it by 1. What if you put that booster on one of these? Does it add 1 to both of them, I wonder? We never actually tested that. Mr. Bryler, thank you for 57 months. Thank you. Yeah, this is actually quite tricky, isn't it? Trying to figure out that combination. We need 1 red, 1 triangle, and 3 blue. So that would give us 1 red, 1 triangle, if we could add it. But that's... We've only got 1 combined left. So if you add that to there now, you get very, very close. We're just 1 triangle away, but we can't do that anymore. That's so close, though. Use third operation to make two triangles to 3, yeah. We need to reset that. So these are the hardest, like, that's what you've got to be careful with. Because they're really key. I suggest you use these first and then do that near the end. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So what if you take for example, if you take a 3 and a 1 and then you put it through that, that makes it a 4 and a 2. See, that's interesting. Because then if you combine it with that, you're pretty darn close right there. You just need one more triangle. So you could take a triangle and then flip it and add 1. So it becomes minus that, and then you basically invert it again, and then you combine it with that and that. 4, 3, 4. Confirm. That's mad. It's like cracking a safe. There's probably more than one way of doing it as well. We've got another clue thing in here, but I think we'll do the rest of this room first.
My faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Okay, have we got everything we need from here?
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
I love that word. I've never heard this word before.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. What does that even mean?
Celebratory bunting.
GG.
Thank you, D-Storm. Let's have a look in this briefcase.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable and unworldly.
Can we examine anything?
Bilge, balderdash, and baloney, the lot of them.
Bilge, balderdash, and baloney. Okay. Prestidigitation is a process of doing a magic trick by hand, also called sleight of hand. That's interesting, isn't it? I never heard that word. Prestidigitation. Wonderful. Can we talk to him about any evidence that we have, do you think? For example, can we speak to him about the ring? If we pin that.
I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the seance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Took a heavy blow. Bleeding nose. I wonder if Raven punched him. Used a lot of makeup. Interesting. Trained in sleight of hand. Thin, elongated fingers. Skinny seems malnourished. Why would a guy in his field of work be malnourished, I wonder? Probably needs the money, though, if he is. Fresh scrapes, slight bleeding. Drawn complexion, skinny seems malnourished. Fresh scrapes, slight bleeding. Training sleight of hand, used a lot of makeup and took a heavy blow.
Morning all. I just wanted to say I don't have time to talk today as I'm off to do some prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Enjoy, 4D. Thank you for 19 months, Nitro. Right, so he's lean and appears malnourished. His nose is bleeding from a heavy punch. His hands are thin and definitely those of a thief trained in the delicate work of pickpocketing, which means he could undoubtedly have picked the lock on that door. He uses makeup to hide possible Jail tattoos? Have they just got the wrong spelling for jail here? He has fresh scratches and scrapes, or is that a word I've never heard of? I believe he is more of a criminal than a medium, and this is the new way of earning money by deceiving the wealthy. Yes, I agree with that. Former thief became a medium. The medium is down on his luck. Vote, guys. I'm pretty certain he's a former thief, made a medium. It's not wrong, it's an alternative. Interesting. You see? You learn stuff. You learn stuff. Right, Mrs. Squirrel's texting me, follow Plasma, Lady Craven knocked the diamond. Lady Craven doesn't exist? Gaol, a place for confinements. It's an alternative spelling to jail. That's really interesting. Things I never knew. Okay. That's what
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
Sarcasm.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
Provide evidence. Right. What evidence are we going to provide? To Luca. We've got ectoplasm sample. Not sure what that tells. A letter of invitation to Luca. Lord Craven's explanation is not evidence. Letter regarding stolen ring. Hidden jewels. Ring with moth design. You can combine evidence before providing. Can you really? How do you do that? I don't know. I mean, possibly the ring with the moth design.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewellery.
I love the musical interludes. Luca actually told me that the moth reminds him of his happy youth and claims it's a piece of common jewellery. I mean, you know, he could be right. Did I do Nitro 19 months? I think I did. Ectoplasm sample.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talent, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
2 mine place clues acquired. Okay, let's have a look. Right then. Fresh scratches. Emma was strangled. Thief framed the servants. Rough servants. Luca's scratches were left by servants. While roughly escorting Luca to be locked in his room, the servants mistreated and scratched him. Why was he fighting? Why was he fighting to be put in there? If they scratched him, they were treating him roughly. It implies he wasn't going peacefully. It's a bit weird. Fresh scratches, Emma was strangled, yeah. I think we have a decision here. Luca's scratches were left by servants, or Emma scratched Luca. Emma left the scratches on Luca's hands while fighting for her life. It's gotta be that. Like, this doesn't make any sense, does it? This makes sense. Your vote. Like, why were the servants fighting with him to put him in his room? It's like, huh? Much more plausible that she was fighting for her life. I like that musical interlude that they have. Dun dun dun. Okay. Any more we can do? Lord, Luca, and Craig were neighbours. The lock can be picked easily. Luca could easily pick the lock. Lock between the two rooms was weak, and Luca could pick it easily. Okay, so we need to find something to to pair that one up with now. So we need more clues.
You always take me to the best of places, Sherry.
Ring with moth design. Is there anything else that we can ask him about, do you think? What about this?
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
Yeah, I expect it only works on PC, dude. There's nothing I can do about that. It's, you know, just watching a PC browser, maybe. Kin Fenton, thank you for 27. It's wherever the Twitch extensions work is where you'll see it work, I guess. Right, who do we want to talk to next, do you think? Why is that still lit? It's still got an icon on it, as if we've missed something. The ring and the hidden jewels. There's somebody we've not spoken to. Have a look at the body. So at the top it says 3 of 3. Which implies there's nothing else to get from here. Got all the clues from here, don't we? 5 of 5. Ooh, what's that? Jeez, man. What? How big is this? This is where you find out that episode's 1 restricted to this. Place a mark. The Grand Saray Traders Alley. I want some outfits. Right, we need more clues. What do you reckon? Who do we talk to? And about what?
Help me, please.
Sorry, but I never heard of this.
Cheap ring. Who would know about a cheap ring?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sir, I don't know. Try asking someone else.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
You entering John's journal. You shouldn't approach people with such baffling questions.
Such a shame that Inspector Placido vanished. I'd feel much safer with him handling this.
Who would know about a ring or jewelry? It keeps saying Mind Palace, but we've been in the Mind Palace and there's nothing there.
Could you help me?
I'm so sorry. I can't help you, sir.
Wait, didn't I just see you?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Apologies, sir, but I've never heard of it.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what and dressed as what?
Thanks for teaching me how to Sherlock. Can we, like, leave and go down the road?
Can I ask you a question?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Don't think we can leave this place yet. Actually, if you look at the on the compass at the top, it's got like a yellow thing in here. There's something we've not done in here yet. I don't know what it is. EV, thank you, 57 months. Hidden jewels.
Is this familiar to you?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Let's go and talk to Raven then. See if Raven knows anything about anything. Provide evidence. Let's see. What evidence have we got?
Stop wasting time. The murderer is getting away.
Banak. Ectoplasm.
I doubt I can help with this.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? It's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week.
Lord Craven doesn't recognize the ring. He's certain that he never saw Miss Emma wearing it.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself were she not dead already.
Well, that got some more clue anyway. Josh Bosch, thank you, 55. Let's see. Emma was stealing from Lord Craven. The thief framed the servants. Emma had a history of deceit. Was a thief, but made Lord Craven believe she was a servant. The servants were stealing. She'd done it throughout her trip. Huh. She's a right scumbag. Oh, hello. Luke and Emma could have met before. Emma had a history of deceit. Luke could know Emma was a thief. If their paths had crossed in the past, Luca could well have known Emma's predilection for thievery. Now this is where the decision came in. The murderer left the diamond. Luca could know Emma set him up. The medium, Luca Gagliacci, could have known that Emma was a thief and that she was trying to frame him for her crime. Could be. That would explain why she left it. Emma scratched Luca. Luca could easily pickpocket the lot. So, Luca Gagliacci is the murderer. Emma tried to frame Luca, the medium, for her theft of the diamond. In revenge, he killed her. Bring Luca Gagliacci to justice. Luca Gagliacci is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. Or, help Luca Gagliacci escape. Luca fought for his life, given his checkered past. If you were arrested, nothing could save him from a death sentence, and Emma knew it. I will not stop him from fleeing to start a new life. Ooh. He murdered Emma, but Emma had framed him. Could he have told the police? Given his checkered past, if he was arrested, nothing could save him from a death sentence. So she basically framed him, knowing full well that he'd get a death sentence anyway. So he was going to get killed, and he defended himself by killing her. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Not sure which way we want to take that. Should we put that to a vote? We either bring him in because he murdered Emma, or we let him escape. But this guy's a thief, and now he's taking money off rich people for a living by scamming them. And he murdered Emma because she was going to get him killed. Oh, that's a moral vote, that is. Off you go. It's coming down. 60-odd% think bring him to justice, and the third are saying let him go. Let him go, let him go. DMCA. Chat has spoken. Luca Gagliacci is a murderer. He couldn't stop himself from killing Emma, even though he could have just told the police everything. Look at that, switch conclusion. You can actually change your mind. So what's this then? All evidence collected. Something's not right, because there was still this and this. There's a few things left here. Slump, thank you for 3 months.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
What's missing? Do you ever confirm that he went to the bar? He did, but he didn't stay there that long, which was when Galeacci came through and murdered Emma. I found a pile of money. Right, okay, so I'm not really sure what it wants us to do now. There's still this.
Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Luca Gallucci, I know you murdered Lady Craven,
Out of the way,
and
I
I
don't like the look of
That
you.
would be a grand story for the
When
newspapers.
you have eliminated the
But where's your
impossible,
proof?
whatever...
I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Bigfoot, sorry, your timing wasn't great, mate. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable must be the truth. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Bigfoot. So I didn't want that being read over the top of the audio. Your scratches are damning. Locks can be picked. You knew Emma was a thief.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I am... I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, I killed her. I had to. This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
I knew Emma before she was a lady. I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too. But only so our gang, the Moths, could steal from those snobs. She betrayed us, stole all our money and disappeared, leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight, she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
Oh, you must be punished, or I'll give you a chance. You guys voted 60-something% to be punished, so I'm going to go with that.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
Is he not going to be hanged for what he did?
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything. Even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
A figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Nah, we ain't leaving. There's too many things on the map. Ghosts of the Past. Case complete. What's this? Back to Cordona. I arrived at Cordona on the island where I spent my childhood, accompanied by my only friend John. It's late in the evening. I have a room booked at the hotel. I spent one night and fell into a criminal investigation. That's not how I imagined my time at Cordona, but the thrill of the case helped to distract me from darker thoughts. Now it's time to go to the cemetery in Miner's End. There is a figure of a crying angel on Mother's tombstone. My imaginary friend John. John has been my friend since childhood. I cannot remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. Map. Let's see, what's that? Southern Grand Saray. What the heck is that? Okay, where's the cemetery? Jeez, man, that's a long walk. Okay, well, we can always go via this, I guess. We'll go via Trader's Alley. Let's go here first. Compass mark. Let's do that. Although I feel like we're nowhere near the road right now. Oh, is this where you fast travel?
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
I'd rather walk, actually. Oh, come on! He just teleported to the cemetery.
Is everything alright? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
Evidence updated. What's this? Bunch of flowers. A bunch of asters, mother's favourite flowers. Remembering the funeral. John asked if I remember my mother's funeral. I don't, but I can try to recall something. Pin evidence. What was that eye symbol again? Use concentration.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem. The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
Violet Holmes, 1829 to 1869. Only a few people at the service. Want to set the one last time. Yeah, okay.
Rest in peace, Mrs. Holmes.
Not really sure what we're supposed to be doing at this point. I don't see any particular clue. Oh, hang on. We was missing a cutscene.
A pocket watch? It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
You have a lot of dog emojis. I have 2 dogs, Doyle and Pippa. While at him's grave. Okay. There's definitely a search symbol here, like we're clearly missing something. There we go.
This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Interesting. So who put that there then?
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. A candle in a small puddle of wax. Cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
That is weird that half an hour before he got there, his mother's pocket watch and a candle was put down there. And some flowers.